So the next thing I want to talk about is communication and housekeeping. Now, most of the workers on the resort, and even, well, not all local ones, but most of the people on the bus going into the city or on the resort, most of them spoke fairly decent English. So communication for the most part was fine. I did have the people like the cleaning lady kept saying her English wasn't good. I said it was actually pretty good. Again, my English is okay, let me reiterate that. My Spanish is terrible. Okay? I know very little. I know just enough to go through greetings and stuff like that. So I told her my Spanish is terrible. So don't worry about it, I said to her. And so that said, having Spanish as a language under your belt is a benefit, obviously, because it's a Spanish speaking country, but don't worry about it. I've had people locally, not locals, but locally in the resort who spoke Russian, also French, and didn't speak English at all. So thankfully, they had other people to help that spoke English. No, so it's not the end of the world if you don't speak Spanish, but it does have a benefit to have Spanish. At the end of the day, most of them, communication for that was clear. Now, but again, one more thing. Though most locals do like it if you try. Minimal, even a minimal amount. They do like that. So keep that in mind. Now, last year, the housekeeping was phenomenal. I was on block 44. The housekeeping was fantastic. The bedding and towels were changed every other day. The toilet and the floors cleaned regularly. The tile and the gray stone outside of the rooms were swept every couple days, maybe 3 times a week, if that, depending, right? So it was swept regularly, nice and kept up.
So I want to show you something here. Block 44. You can see a little bit of leaves and sticks and things like that. Small sticks at the very end of the walkway up to the rooms. But you come up here, it's starting to get cleaner. Not much debris, if any. Maybe a couple spots, that's it. One right there, that's about it, I can see. This gray stone here, very clean, well kept. There's one little, looks like something got smushed there, but other than that, not bad. I like that in this area. Very clean.
This year, I was on block 42. I had 2 ladies that came up to me this year and introduced themselves as my housekeeper, or in this block, as my housekeeper, will be my housekeeper. A couple of days later, they vanished. I don't know what they did, where they went. I just don't know. They just disappeared. They stopped. I think I saw them one day, maybe the day after I got there, and that was the last time I saw them on basically day 2, I'll call it, because suddenly they were gone after day 2, and I'm like, what the heck? Funny, right? And then only one lady did work. One person was cleaning approximately 10 rooms each block. What is going on?
So I want to show you one thing here. Block 42. And you can see it's got a little bit of leaves and some twigs over in the lower end here. Not too bad. Okay. Got a little bit more debris coming up as you come up here. But onto this gray stone. But I can tell you that upstairs it's not 100% clean. To the right here on the stairs, garbage. Debris. Not bad in spots, but a white thing there. There's a cigarette butt of some sort or whatever that white thing is. There's some leaves here. Over here, let's see if they've done anything here. Looks like they cleaned up a little bit, swept a little bit. That's not as bad as it was before. There's a little wrapper there, right there. That shiny thing. There is some leaves there. And it's not too bad over here. But it's a lot more dirtier on now the left side when you're coming up. This is the left side. That was from about a week ago, maybe longer, when I put that there to test them. It's still sitting there.
What is going on here? So my room, due to that fact, my room was cleaned at the bare minimum. Okay? So the toilets were never cleaned, and mostly I heard her flush the toilet thinking like, okay, maybe she cleaned it. No, she didn't clean it. Now, that said, here they got rid of, they did obviously sweep somewhat decent here, because that's gone.
Nothing. Let me see this. Well, actually there's some ash right there, honestly, right there. You might not see it on there that well, but right there, there's a couple little ashes there. Not bad. But they did not change the bedding because there still is that mushed right there. That is where I had mushed my cigar ash when I realized it spilt. So did the bed. That's it. Just did the bed. Not bad. Not 100%, but better. In here, nothing. And actually, I think they did a better job because that little piece of whatever the hell that was is gone. So they finally did a fairly decent job.
The underneath of the toilet smelled pissy, and when I lifted up the full toilet, it was like you could see a little bit of, like, when I go to the washroom, sometimes I pee on the toilet accidentally or whatever. I do wipe it a couple times, but if they were cleaning it daily, it wouldn't be like that. But unfortunately, they didn't, so it smelled pissy after about a week plus. And so, what I did was, after I noticed that they were sweeping half-assed and no cleaning elsewhere, really, I did a few tests to see if they cleaned better. No, just okay, barely. Now, the exterior was completely dirty, never cleaned, or pretended to sweep, or picked up a few of the larger items here and there. That's it. Poor. Absolutely horrendous comparatively to Block 44. Who knew, right?